Hello, everybody. My name is Timothy Rogers.
And my name is Timothy Rogers.
And this is TNT. Thank you all for tuning in. Today's topic is going to be about the quarantine, man.
Quarantine.
Chronicles.
Quarantine, said we just talk about quarantine or we talk about... No, we can make virtual school a different thing.
Yeah, we can make virtual school.
Because we might go into that. We might go into virtual school. It's all going to be in the same little area. We might talk about it. Quarantine, yes.
We've been in here since March.
What, like 6 months?
Like 6-7 months.
7 months or September?
It's September, yeah.
So next week will be 7 months.
Oh, really?
Because y'all start.
It's the second week of
second week of March.
Middle March.
Yep, y'all.
It was
that
right
Friday.
Before our anniversary.
Yeah, that Friday before our anniversary. They said, y'all might have to take your your Chromebooks home, and then y'all never went back.
We were supposed to go back in April. It's supposed to be a 2-week thing, stay home, relax for 2 weeks. I was excited.
Matter of fact, it was right before spring break.
It was
right before spring break. They was going to give y'all a week off. No, they was going to give you 2 weeks off, and then spring break, and then go back, and y'all never went back.
So we had the 2 weeks, then spring break, But before spring break, they notified us, we're going to be here a little longer.
Yeah.
And then...
Don't come back with the wrong.
By June, they just said, we just
not coming.
We just not coming.
And then, fun fact. Now, this is a fun fact. This because, remember, the last episode you gave a fun fact.
Go ahead.
This is a fun fact. Last year, fourth quarter, none of that counted. The teachers told us...
Wait, what?
Yeah, the teachers told us like way in advance, but we never told y'all.
So we over here. I was sitting here struggling.
So y'all went, and that was because we didn't want y'all to get and be like, oh, this ain't important. I don't have to do this work. They told us like after y'all had been doing it for like 2 weeks, they was like, yeah, none of this is gonna count. We just gonna go off the third quarter grades.
I mean, they know they checking. Because if they told me that, I sure was not gonna. And I was gonna do it, but I get why the
administration did it, because a lot of people didn't have access to computers. A lot of people there was no plan. This caught everybody off guard, and so they was like, hey, this just ain't gonna count. And me and your mama just chose not to tell y'all, just so y'all, cause we know y'all.
We know y'all. Okay.
Chris gonna be Robloxing and Minecrafting it up, and you gonna be back here doing whatever you doing,
editing videos, making
but quarantine McGee.
You go ahead and start off this time.
For me and Calandra, nothing changed for us. We kept working every single day. When they started, when the quarantine first hit, I work out on the military base, the military installation, as a government contractor, and they had already told me, even if we go to minimum manning, I was going to be one of the 15 people that was in the location every day. And they gave us a special document to travel with, because they had shut the whole city down. The city was shut down. You can only go to essential places. If they caught you out, you could get a fine. You wouldn't get arrested, but you get a fine.
Oh, really?
You get a fine. And matter of fact, they just recently reinstituted that like about 2 weeks ago.
They said they was going right back in.
It was sometime in August. I can't remember the exact date, but they reinstituted it where you can get a fine for being out without a mask on. You could move around. Whereas before, you couldn't move around unless you was going somewhere specific. That was the lockdown. And then here recently, they reinstated where you had to have a mask. And if you didn't have a mask, you can get a fine. Okay. But nothing changed for us. We kept going to work every day. So when we came home, our routine was like, me and Calandra, when I say we, our routine is like making sure we wash our hands, making sure we sanitize, because Christopher has asthma, and they say people with pre-existing conditions, the COVID is a little bit harsher on them, harsher, whatever term. It's like harder on them where they got pre-existing underlying conditions. So, but for the boys, they whole world changed. So what's quarantine been like for y'all? Oh, but they don't like leaving the house no more. Who you trying to get them to leave the house? They be like, nah, just bring us something to eat back.
All right, so it was it was in and out. It was like up, down, up, down, up, down. Currently, I don't know where I'm at anymore. So at first it was supposed to be like a 2-week thing. Then now we're just in here as long as they say. I'm guessing maybe late 2021 they probably officially go end this off, because I don't remember much. I don't think I was like 4, but what I remember with the, I think they said with the swine flu, that was a yearly thing or annual thing, and maybe soon in the near future, COVID gonna be it's COVID season. You know how it'll be like, oh, it's flu season, it's hay fever season. It's gonna be COVID season. So make sure you wear a mask for one. And then another thing is
why you playing it do seem like that, because it's like they we messing with the timers.
Yeah.
But it do seem like that, because like they haven't really figured it out. They can't really get a handle on it, but it do seem like it's gonna be like COVID season for real. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We calling it 2020 September.
No, we ain't calling that.
8th.
We ain't calling
September
that.
September 8th, 2020.
In Jesus' name, I rebuke thee. No, we ain't calling that.
So,
but yeah, go ahead.
Another is, so at first we were excited. You know, we've been at school just about nearly daily. We only get a 2-day break. Then every now and then, you know, they let us out one day. And lucky for us, spring break was right after the 2 weeks. So we was excited. We was about to stay inside. Can't go out. We got a video games, TV. What do we have? Devices. The whole fridge to ourselves. We was about to go. It was about to go crazy. Then after 2 weeks, we was like, okay, spring break. Well, no, but we had to work on here, so it was still just it wasn't no different, except the breaks. It was better. It's better for the breaks to me, cause you could go outside of the room that you're in and get a snack or watch a little bit of a TV show real quick.
Oh, you talking about school?
Well, no, I was saying, cause before I was thinking. I forgot that we had to go to school, because I was like, oh, we were at home by ourselves playing video games all day. But I remember we was at school for the 2 months.
Oh, okay.
And then after we got to school in like April, that's when it actually started. We were having fun. Then we was like, okay, I kind of want to go out now. But then after we couldn't go out, still we were just here, go out every now and then. I think every Sunday, most maybe 2 times a week, maybe.
Yeah, because the only time y'all go out is when we go to church.
Saturdays, those the only days.
But why y'all don't be wanting to go out when we be like, y'all riding with us?
I'm trying to get there. So we were kind of wanting to go out every time they let us be like, you want to go to the store real quick? Yeah, let's go. Because before we didn't really want to go. Like, now we have to go. But now, since we can't go out, we wanted to go. But you kind of get used to staying at home 7 days a week, doing nothing. All the stuff that we wanted to do. Like, I think I've done just about everything where it comes to anything I've done it. We have all this stuff. We're blessed to have all this stuff. But we've done it over and over, repeating. And now it's to a point where it's a cycle of stuff. Because before, I've tried everything once I got bored with something. But now it's just the same cycle that I was doing before.
The hamster on the wheel.
Yeah. That was good. I wasn't thinking about that.
The hamster on the wheel, yeah. Like that one, what was that show y'all was looking at when the dude Father Time was on the wheel and he got off? When Father Time they froze time and and Father Time got off the wheel and he didn't want to get up back on the wheel again.
I don't remember. I think I know what you're talking about.
That show Chris was watching the other day. But yeah, go ahead.
Star versus the Force of Evil.
Yeah.
So now you get used to the same cycle. They be like, you want to come out? No. The most I want to come out is the backyard and church. But Saturdays, that's the days I really want to go out. Because I be hyper on Saturdays. But Sunday come, we go out to church, come back. I just want to stay home now. We got to go right back to school tomorrow. So that's what, by like June, that's why I got used to staying at home, don't want to go out. Until we watch a bunch of binge watch a bunch of shows, watched a bunch of movies, and then you got a little taste of outside of what it's like, you know, not to be in the house. We be like, I kind of want that.
Okay.
I really want that. So
to wrap it up
after 10 minutes. After like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we right at 10 minutes. Are you afraid of going out because of the COVID, or you've just gotten used to not going out?
I've gotten used to not going out. Because before, it was like, ooh, you little spooked, you little shook. But now, you used to it. Some people actually going out at clubs, parties, get it all closed. Even, they be like, oh, you got a mask on, you're okay. Like, nah, you better get your space.
Like for me, it's more so, I'm kind of glad. This man. I'm kind of glad y'all don't really like going out, because for me, I'm kind of afraid because it's new. It's new. They don't know anything about it. It's such a novel virus. They don't know anything about it. So, and it's like, as a parent with a child with asthma, it's like, I'm kind of glad y'all don't like to go out, because I don't want to, because I personally know people who have passed away from it. Mm-hmm. You know, like the lady that we go to church with, not calling no names, but like, I know several people that have passed away from,
or have caught it.
Yeah, people that's caught it, that were sick, not sick at all, and passed away. I know people that went through the whole gamut of it.
I have 2 points real quick before we go. Everybody reacts differently to it. See, I don't get scared of getting sick, but I don't like being sick, and I get sick easily also. And then another thing is, I forgot what I was going to say.
Anyway, quarantine. Wrapping up the quarantine episode. What we gonna call it? Quarantine? Living with quarantine? We'll figure out a title for it. Quarantine Chronicles. We'll figure out a title for it. But again, thanks for tuning in to TNT. And yeah, I guess we just gonna end it like